Hello, and welcome to another Plan for Australia Ask Me Anything. I'm Robyn Vogels, the owner of Plan for Australia and Personnel Relocations. I've been moving people to Australia for almost 17 years now. In fact, October will be 17 years, so that's something I'm very proud of, to be able to help so many people. As always with these sessions, I'm here to try and give you tips. All those people that are DIYing, they're planning their own move. I'm trying to share as many tips as possible to help you save money and help you have first of all, the right start in Australia, but have a more smooth transition. Once you understand how things work, it makes it a lot easier in your head to plan because you have a clear path of what you're doing. This week, I spent nearly 2 hours on the phone with somebody who had booked a consultation, and that is all they needed. They just needed that. This is my plan. This is what we're thinking. What do you think? What are the roadblocks? What are the red flags? And we had a really good session, and they can go off and plan their own move. Anyway, so today's Ask Me Anything comes a little bit from that session. I'm getting a lot of inquiries now for the end of December and starting of the school year in January. And obviously, this is a very expensive time to move. It's the most difficult time to move, but it's also the most convenient. And I get that because you want children to be able to start school on the first day of the first term so that they can integrate with anybody else who's starting for the first day. But generally, when you're moving in December and January, it's going to cost you around 30% more to move at that time of year. Why? Well, it's quite simple. It's holiday time in Australia. And one of your biggest expenses, actually two of your biggest expenses, the first one is your furniture removalists. They are inundated and quite busy in summer. So they're not chasing work. They will be quoting fairly comfortable prices for them, not so much for you. The second major expense you're going to have is your temporary accommodation. And anywhere in the world, if you are going to be looking for temporary accommodation or hotel accommodation during high season, it's definitely going to cost you 20 to 30% more. But there's a third reason, and that's the rental market. Now, as you know, at the moment, our rental market is sitting around 2.3% of vacancies. Sorry, let me correct that. No, that's right, around 2.3% of vacancies. In December and January, it's our longest school holidays. All locals are on holiday. They're not looking at rentals. They're not looking to move house. They're getting ready for Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever they might be celebrating. So locals are not moving. And we have this huge influx of migrants coming for the start of the school year who all need a rental ASAP. Okay, so what generally happens in December and January is we see a 2.2% rise in the asking price of rentals. A lot of the estate agents are on holidays, so they're much slower in making decisions or holding their open for inspections because they're down to a skeleton staff. They're only working a few people in the office. And there's really low stock of good quality. I remember last January going into properties that had no dishwashers, that had mold, they had all sorts of things, and I didn't even understand how they were on the rental market, never mind the price that they were asking. Okay, there's so much competition. People are going 20, 30, 50 deep to an inspection, and they're pushing the price up because they're desperate for a rental. So they're offering way over the asking price. Okay, now, I know that's a lot of doom and gloom, but I prefer that you know these things in advance so that you can budget accordingly. Because the last thing I want is for you to arrive in Australia and just think, oh my goodness, this is too hard. This is much harder than I expected. I'd prefer that you came here and saw, okay, this is going to be, I need to get organized. I need to be prepared. I need to have my rental application 5-star because I've got to beat off all this competition. Okay, so be prepared, do your homework, book a consultation with me if you want. There's other resources that we have on our website at the moment. So we've got the cost of living sheet that's there. You can get the relocation checklist. Our resources page has lots of information. The blogs are all written from frequently asked questions. So read through them. There's free advice there. There's my book, which is still sitting on Amazon. It's a little bit out of date now, we'll be honest. I'm trying to update it. But go and read the book. The book is called Your DIY Move Guide to Australia. It's written by myself, and it's there. It's on half price at the moment. There's plenty of information in there. And of course, we've also running a promotion at the moment on 106 relocation tips on moving to Australia. These are little bite-sized tips. So if you don't have a lot of time, download the 106 relocation tips. If you can't find it, email me, ask us for it. We'll send it to you. It's free, absolutely no problem. Bite size in different categories, budgeting, rentals, all sorts of things. So I highly recommend that. And then, of course, there's the MoveMates portal. So look back in some of our previous videos. Definitely subscribe to our newsletter. All this information is always in our newsletter. We're here to help you. We've got the resources for you to be able to do these things yourselves, because I understand that I offer a very personal service, and there's only so much work that I would take on and dedicate that time to the people that have engaged us. So I know that there's a lot more people out there that I could possibly help. So please, use these resources, be prepared. They're there to help you. Good luck. Please feel free to reach out if we can be of any assistance. Again, my name is Robyn Vogels from Plan for Australia, and I wish you a lovely week. I'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.